This is the Fifine Tank 3. It is a dynamic cardioid microphone built out of what I can assume is solid and absolute steel, because this thing is beefy. They are taking the word tank absolutely literally with this thing. It's got two types of connections with its USB-C and XLR, which is handy in case you want to upgrade your equipment if you don't have a mixer handy. It also has an audio output as well for monitoring as well from your computer, along with two gain knobs on the side, one for monitoring itself and one for the microphone, and a nice mute to push button as well on the top, either lit up green or red depending on the state of the microphone. It comes in at £90, however if you can find it on sale you'll probably pick it up for around £75. This is kind of Fifine's new generation of microphones that they're bringing out, which is a lot less RGB gamerifying, and it's much more, in a sense, tailored to those who want a professional studio look and also sound as well, coming away from streaming online to much more of a podcast setting, I'm going to say. The build quality of this thing is absolutely solid. It doesn't weigh too much, I found, actually, in comparison to what I expected it to be when it came out of the box. Speaking of the box, inside there you literally get the microphone itself, a USB-C with a USB-A adapter on one side of it to plug into your computer, and also an instruction manual telling you how to exactly set up this plug-in and play microphone. What does this microphone actually sound like? But yeah, here it is, the Tank 3. It doesn't sound too bad, to be honest. I mean, for the price that you're paying in comparison to even the AM8, I'm actually surprised that it's not as deep in the basses as what the AM8 has usually. And on top of that as well, the pop guard that's built into this, yet again, the exact same issues that come from like the other Fifine microphone of it's just not nice to listen to. However, for the price point that it is, and obviously it's not really much more of a gamerified microphone, it's much more of a professional studio type of microphone, it is a really quite a nice sound. However, yet again, like I said, missing out a little bit of the bass and the highs as well. But you can easily probably EQ these out if you wanted to. Like for example, I will do right now. And here it is with a little bit more bass, a little bit more trebles, take out the mids a little bit more, and you've actually got yourself a nice sounding microphone. And there we go. As you can tell, for me a little bit, the sound on this misses the ball. I mean, Fifine have basically stated that this microphone is meant to be like an all-rounder. It's not meant to be like an MV7, where it's like specified in like podcast studios where the middle range is kind of upped a little bit. But I find that it's just, the sound without EQ is just so flat and boring. There's nothing to the dynamics of your voice. I mean, in the end, as you heard, if we actually do scoop out the mids a little bit more and have the bass and the treble on the EQ, it does sound a lot better and much more what you'd expect from a professional sounding microphone for podcast or streaming. And with the sound as well, one of the biggest nuances literally is carried across from Fifine microphone to Fifine microphone, which is literally the popping sound. Now, we had this issue in the AM8. I made a big deal about it in the video. I wanted to show people exactly that there is an issue with this within the AM8, and it seems like Fifine still don't have this all-round solution for built-in pop filters. I 100% would be recommending adding your own pop filter on the outside, even if it's just a small clip-on one, just to reduce the amount of actual air passing through, creating that effect. It'd be great if Fifine, literally, as much as they're trying to say they're reducing this, I'm not seeing it, and I would love it if they came out with some microphones that really did correct this issue. Because for me, this is like the only thing that is just waiting to make these microphones an absolute steal. You don't really get this on the Shure SM7B or the MV7, or even then, the Rode podcast mic. So it'll be very interesting to see exactly what it's like if they actually finally get around to fixing this issue. However, who is this microphone for? I would say the microphone is pretty much for someone that wants much more of a professional look, doesn't want too much of a gamery appearance on their podcast or on their stream. However, the quality of the microphone, I would still say go with the AM8 without the RGB, because to me, the basses and the response of the frequencies are so much better than what's in the Tank 3. However, it is a very nice looking microphone, and you know if you're going to drop it or if it's going to hit off of anything, that thing ain't going to break. The word tank, they are not taking lightly. They're literally meaning this thing is a weapon, it's a tank. It's so annoying. Like, I just want to be able to like that microphone because I just love the look of it. The matte black is so nice in the paint, with the gain knobs as well for the monitoring and for the microphone level. It's just, it's an all-rounder that you really do want to win. But it just doesn't quite cut it about the rest. However, what about the Fifine Tank 1? But anyways guys, that's all for this video today. If you want to like the video, please like it down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so if you want more tech reviews and streaming tutorials and guides. Love to see you about in chat, love to see you about in comments as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you.
You want my sunshine?